What's the deal? It's your boy J Mike. Today I'll be going over what my thumbnail was on my Instagram. This is pretty much some of the topics that will be discussed on today. The clear picture, 120 kg at the Arnold, return to dunking, and my A7 wrist wraps. Those are all things that I'll be talking about today. So pretty much what I wanted to talk about is the clear picture. A lot of people may or may not know this, but I'm an extremely undersized 120 plus in the IPF and the USAPL. If you followed me and understand my journey, I just finished second at Raw Nationals to Ray Williams, beating out Joseph Pena for second place or whatever. But at the same time, I just feel that I don't want to do 120 plus anymore. I'm the two-time Masters World Champion and three-time national champion as a Master 1. Before powerlifting, I was always around 240, 250, maybe even sometimes 270, but never 300 pounds or 290 pounds. And I just want to get back to my roots with all the athletic training stuff that I do or whatnot. And I think that this year was probably the one time where I realized that I don't have any business really as a 120 plus, and I believe I can go get a world title at 120, especially if Dennis Cornelius isn't there. If Dennis Cornelius is there, all bets are off with that. But if he's not there, I most definitely can go win a world title at 120. So that's the plan, to get to 120 and try to have a year to get strong at 120. I believe the only lift that I have that will be affected will be my bench press. So you talk about someone who held the open world record in the IPF at 619.5 pounds. I may lose 40 pounds on my bench. Well, if I lose 40 pounds on my bench, I'll still have the open world record at 120. So I'm guessing that my squat will go up as well as my deadlift. My deadlift go back to where it was, which was over 800 pounds at one point. And I think that I could put up basically around what I'm putting up now. I believe that I can just get better at 120. So that's the plan going forward. I'm gonna try my hardest to get down. I'm gonna try my hardest to get down to 120 for the Arnold, and hopefully, if I have to compete at 120 plus at IPF Worlds in Sweden, I will. But I'll probably do a situation where I just maybe weigh 2 or 3 pounds over the 120 limit, because as soon as I get back, I'm going to have to do a qualifying meet at 120, I believe, for Raw Nationals. Actually not, because if I make it to the Arnold and put up a qualifying total, I won't have to worry about that meet. And this is actually good that I thought about this. The biggest problem with me dropping to 120 is that when I go to IPF Worlds, I don't want to go there weaker. I want to put up a good number so I get my weight up. Well, right afterwards, in order for me to get to Raw Nationals at 120, I have to do a qualifying meet at 120 to be able to go to 120 at Raw Nationals. And I hadn't had the time. So if I can do it before the year, so if I can go and get the qualifying total in March at the Arnold, I won't have to worry about it when I get back from IPF Worlds, and I can just concentrate on my cut and also just concentrate on doing well at Nationals. So I think that's what I'm gonna wind up doing. Next up is the return to dunking for me, right? There's been a lot of buzz around my name and my videos recently. People have discovered me for the first time, or back like they've never met me before on the internet. And my videos have gone viral, over 2 million views over a couple of big sites or whatever. I picked up close to 6,000 followers since the videos went viral last week. A lot of people are wanting to know if I'm Zion's father. They want to know what am I doing in order to jump as high as I do. They want all this input, and I'm not going to answer it on Instagram or on YouTube for that matter. I will do it on YouTube, but it'll have to be in a situation where people are subscribing to the channel, asking their questions, and I'll make video and content around the questions that I'm asked, especially if it's something that I can handle. Many of you guys should know that I'm a personal trainer, and I got Vertimaxes. I have all kind of training aids in my garage, and that's where we are now. So I have a bunch of things that I will start doing, start showing off some of the training that I was doing beforehand. And this is going to go hand in hand with my goals for powerlifting, because I do need to drop about 30-35 pounds right now to make it down to 120. The athletic training stuff will come back, and those are most of the things that I did to achieve the great vertical leap that I have now. This is going to take a little while in order for me to do it, but if I can do the training without getting hurt or messing up my knees, I think that this can be very good. So what I'm gonna try to do is, the week that I'm supposed to go to the Arnold, that training week, I want to do a dunk video, another dunk video, like a good one, maybe 360 windmill, between the leg dunk, something like that. I want to put something nasty together. So all of this is going to be hand in hand. So I will be doing training clips or whatnot based on the questions that I'm asked. So all you have to do is go on my Instagram and say done. If that means I should just go to my YouTube video and have the questions there, and I'll go ahead and answer them, especially for the people who are subscribed. So that's what I'll do. What will be the other thing? Oh, the next thing will be my wrist wraps. As many of you guys should know, A7 and I finally have in my hands my signature wrist wraps. The A7 times Mr. Athletic Over Everything wrist wraps in two different colors. You have more of the military style versus the IPF gold in red colorway. These are by far the best wrist wraps I've ever used. And to give you a little input is that these are completely my design. I decided how far up I wanted the logo. I decided the width, the length of the Velcro, even the stretch. We went through boxes of different wraps until we came up with the perfect combination. So I'm not 100% sure on the release date yet. Most likely it'll be around Black Friday. But if you guys are really interested in acquiring these wrist wraps, I most definitely would go on A7's page and ask about them, like ask for information about them, ask for a release date, and stay on them, because I can't control it. If the people want it, we'll make it happen a lot faster. But I'll probably wind up doing some giveaways for these in the coming weeks, for the people who are supporting and, or who are truly interested in these. So I'll figure out something, as well as I want to do a shirt to go along with these. People, if you know my email, is benchlegend 619.5, and I believe I'll do a shirt with that or Athletic Over Everything. I'm not sure if it'll be an A7 shirt, but one way or other, it will be a shirt that will get released with these wrist wraps. I'm just not 100% sure how they're going to be released. If it's going to be a bar grip or something that I do on my own, but a shirt will get released to go with these. And other than that, programming. So at the end of all these videos, I'm putting my training footage on the back end of it. If you guys just want to skip through. I started out with 400 pounds for 2 sets of 10. So I'm in my 10 wave right now. I decided that, starting over was the best thing to do, and that's why I did that. But the 400 pounds was a little too light and a little too easy. So I took a bigger jump today. I jumped 20 pounds. First set, I miscounted, so I wound up only doing 9 reps. So my second set, I wound up doing 11 to make sure I got the work in. So going forward, you know, there's going to be some other things that are added into the programming, and I will add it to the video. I'm going to do accessory work for this 17-18 week period leading up to the Arnold, as well as the athletic training stuff. So all that stuff will be in the footage, and I will try to get these videos out as soon as possible, so that I'm not behind. I want to stay in the routine of getting and pumping these videos out to you guys. I don't really know what else to say, but that's pretty much everything. So I'll have that on the back end of the footage, and if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to try to answer them for you. But this is J Mike, Mr. Athletic over everything. Holla at your boy.